is Absolute Action MMA 43, and this is an amateur fight scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Introducing first in the red corner. He stands 5'9", weighing 135 pounds. Fighting out of Covington, Kentucky, he represents ATF Blake Askin. And in the blue corner, he stands 5'7", weighing 135 pounds. Fighting out of Columbus, Ohio, he represents Ronin Training Center with a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, Keric Cecutti.
Keric Cecutti looking very relaxed right now, bouncing around, looks good. Of course, you know, it's safe to say also that Blake looks very calm too.
Yes, he does. He's getting some last-minute advice from his corner.
And last-minute advice from our referee.
Yes.
So there you go.
A rules meeting is never enough.
No. Here we go, round 1. And we are underway. Touch of the gloves, nice show of respect as we get things started.
Cecutti is really light on his feet. I mean, that's to be expected immediately.
Oh, high kick right away. Oh, nice push kick. Oh, he goes low and high. Nice switch ups here.
He's using his range strikes, his strikes at range very well, and now he backs Askin up to the cage. A little bit surprising. He was finding a lot of success early.
I really would like to see him keep it standing, but he's got the double.
Askin
he's going
fought
down.
that takedown.
Big slam. Right hand's firing down. Some getting through. Those getting through for sure.
Askin doesn't look comfortable here.
No, he does not. Steps back. Big right hand, left hand, both of them coming down.
Ooh, Askin went for the up kick.
Yeah, he just about got it too. Nice. Steps to the side, slides inside guard now.
Very nice. Now remember, as an amateur, he cannot throw elbows to the head. He can throw them to the body. Oh, he may have an arm triangle locked up here.
He can cross over. He's got to step to the other side if he and he pops out.
Askin worked his way out of that beautifully.
So it still remains inside guard, and you can see Askin holding tight there, trying to keep the distance together so he doesn't pop up and rain down again.
Cecutti threw some beautiful elbows to the body right there.
Good rollover, wow. Pops out almost got it. North-south, nope, back in the side.
They are right here in front of us.
Well, I'll tell you, nice ground game going on both guys.
I could curl this magnificent hair of Cecutti right now. He's so close to me.
Well, again, trying to get on the side. He's in half guard. Needs to pop that right leg out and come up.
There you go.
Looks like he's working on a possible guillotine. Could be more to distract. Nope, he's going for it. And it is not, it's not there for him. He's going to have to let it go.
It's not tight under his chin right now.
Yeah, and he lets that go.
Well, I'll tell you, Askin has a head and arm on the bottom, but he can't do a lot with it right here. Cecutti works to separate. Oh, knee on belly.
Right hand. That one stung for sure. Now he's raining down those right hands. There, he's got him. He's got him underneath the chin. This could be. It looks pretty tight.
Might be kind of hard to get this locked in. He doesn't have a lot of room to bridge his hips, but it's in tight
he's
now.
He's cranking back. This could be all she wrote.
Use it to transition if you need to.
Nope. Now.
Now he's got
Blake
a little
Askin,
more room.
yeah,
to
doing the
bridge
right
his
thing, pushing the wrist, trying to get wrist control, pushes off, and get some breathing room. He needed that because it was pretty snug there for a moment.
I look for Cecutti to separate here and create some space, and there we go. There
big hard right hand. That one hurt.
Big shots.
That one looked like it hurt.
Oh, a nice up kick from Askin.
That's it.
Almost giving up the back. Really just seems to be scrambling for anything at this point, and that's allowing.
Cecutti has the hooks in.
Yep, this could be all she wrote. He's in tight.
Rear naked choke locked in. 10 seconds left.
A neck crank.
It's a face crank, yeah.
Yeah, neck crank going here. And it's not often you'll see a win with a neck crank, but he is grinding. And that's the end of the first round. A scintillating first round on the ground.
A great round for Keric Cecutti. He dominated the fight on the ground, dominated the fight on the feet, dominated the grappling exchanges. Anytime that Askin worked his way out of anything, he found a favorable position and dominated the round. That's an easy round for Keric Cecutti.
Yeah, I mean, Askin, you know, it's one of those things where he did good defense, but he let himself get caught in a lot of things that he shouldn't have, and almost ended up losing the fight there, especially towards the end. That neck crank was going. If he had a few more seconds, that might have been the end of this fight.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see Askin's game plan going into the second round because it wasn't working on the feet. It was not working on the ground. He was very fortunate that face crank, neck crank was not locked in earlier, because it would have been a little, from the angle that was applied, that was really rough. A lot of times you'll see that if the rear naked choke doesn't work, they'll just bring the forearm across the face and settle for a neck crank to just punish the guy.
Well, Askin clearly frustrated over in his corner. He's pacing, shaking his head no. He knows what happened in that round. Now, how will he change that game plan is interesting, but I think with Cecutti, does he change his game plan now? The striking was working for him. Why not go back into that and fire away to see where it lands?
It looked like a matter of time for Cecutti to finish that fight, but now his corner gave him the old Santa Claus stool, so I think he's got the power of that behind him.
Let's see what happens. Round 2 set to go. Blake Askin, Keric Cecutti, Absolute Action MMA. And this is round 2.
Cecutti comes out still really light on his feet.
Yeah.
Noticeably less light on his feet than the first round.
And Askin's going to be reluctant for that shot. He's going to be dropping down and changing levels, trying to defend that. So that's where those high kicks could come into play.
For somebody who just got dominated on the ground so much, Askin's posture is up really, really high.
Well, he may suspect that indeed the striking could be coming in. And there's that high kick we talked about.
Askin did a good job staying out of the way of those strikes, though.
But you got to wonder also with Cecutti, did he burn out his arms trying for some of those different submissions? Ooh, big shots, all right, from the inside.
Askin's chin was straight up in the air there. That is optimal. Nice head up kick.
The up kick, which rocked Cecutti, but he's still in a great spot. Oh, look at this, just pressing away.
This is going to be a forearm choke.
Yeah, you won't see.
Tough.
Generally, you don't see a submission from that, but it is very annoying, and it causes you to change your position on the ground. But he's pushing.
Cecutti is using his forearms, his elbows really well. He stepped over with a head and arm choke.
Yep, side choke.
Again, he does not have a lot of room to walk, and
Askin's giving the thumbs up.
You see how Askin has his leg grapevine to try to prevent him from walking his body like a clock.
And Askin putting that thumb up.
Don't burn him out.
Cecutti's corner is calling for him to not burn out his arms, and Askin is still giving a thumbs up. And Cecutti has to create some space in order to walk his body to apply more pressure.
And Askin's doing the right thing. See, unfortunately for Askin, he rolled the wrong way, though. He needs to roll towards him.
And those are strikes to the back of the head.
Yeah, he is absolutely rolling the wrong way. He needs to go back towards Cecutti if he wants to try to stop this.
Yeah, he needs to apply some pressure to the side of Cecutti's head with his elbow, and now it looked like he's trying to do that now.
He's got some breathing room now. It's not much, but it is there. Cecutti needs to go all the way around into a clock position. Oh, here he goes again. Going to try and really crank away on this. Let it go. Wow, nice job of defending from Blake Askin on what was a really tight side choke there.
Cecutti works magnificently from side control, though. And it looks like he's going to set.
He was setting him up.
He briefly, it looked like he was either taunting him a little bit with that, or not taunting him, but almost teasing the double wrist lock, the Kimura there. But
he's going to let him try it again, but he's going to have to change sides. Yep, he would have to hop over again.
No, it's out. You don't need to work on that. It's out.
And again, you got to wonder as this fight goes on, will Cecutti burn out those arms? It is tough when you grind away on a choke on somebody. Blake Askin seems to be waiting this thing out, but this is not the spot you want to wait something out with Cecutti on top.
Yeah, Cecutti's corner has been giving him great advice throughout the round, and there's 10 seconds left already. So Askin survived again, although he's been dominated.
That's the thing. Blake Askin's going to need a knockout or a submission to win this fight coming into round 3. I'll tell you, a big up kick in that round, though, from Blake Askin. It landed, and it landed hard. You got to wonder how much gas that took out of Cecutti as well. I mean, when you get hit like that can slow you down pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was the most offense that Askin's unleashed so far, and it was a big up kick. But fortunately for Cecutti, he ended up back inside control where he has completely owned the fight. No threat from Askin on the bottom from that spot. Almost got caught in a arm triangle choke. But unfortunately for Cecutti, he didn't have the room, and when he did have the room to spin his body around, or at least walk his body around, the pressure had already been alleviated and Askin was out of the hold.
Well, Askin's going to have to go for broke in this next round if he wants to take the win on this one. The bottom line is, in my opinion, and we don't know the official judges' scorecards, but in my opinion, clearly Cecutti has got this thing in the bag if he gets to the distance on this. Askin has to be aggressive, has to change that game plan. I don't think you wait on a guy like Cecutti to come in. You have to be the aggressor. Take him off his game. Because right now you can believe Cecutti thinks he's going to come in, dictate the pace, and get it right back to the ground. Again, Askin shakes his head no in the corner. You can see he's frustrated, but he can't let that get the better of him.
He cannot end up on the bottom inside control again because Cecutti is really good with using his forearms, his elbows to separate and then land strikes, as well as using his knee to create space to open up strikes as well.
Oh, caught him with a right hand coming in, but didn't stop him. And big takedown again, right where Blake Askin did not want to be.
Looks like Cecutti's hair tie fell out.
A continuation of round 1 and 2 here. And right into that side control.
You see Askin putting his leg up on his knee, his ankle on his knee. That's to prevent Cecutti from passing to the other side if he applies an arm triangle. But it doesn't matter because he's getting strikes now.
Really allowed him to posture up and rain down bombs.
Watch the single, there you go.
In a turtle up position, and that could be bad news. Oh, it's a haven for knees. And now Cecutti.
Not allowed a knee, and did do the knee to the head just now.
Oh, another big slam from Cecutti.
Cecutti absolutely dominating from the opening of round 1 all the way through this fight. And unfortunately for Blake Askin, he just doesn't have an answer for this takedown.
Cecutti has been just insanely impressive in this fight. Can't say enough good things. He's been fundamentally sound. He's been technically sound. It's just been beautiful. Outside of maybe not being able to lock up an arm triangle that looked like it was ready to go.
Yeah,
he's been magnificent.
Well, some of that could be, of course, on Cecutti's part, or you could give credit to Blake Askin on his defense. I mean, he survived some tough spots that other men would have tapped out to. Not a whole lot of action here, mostly position posturing going on. You can see he's trying to put his knee on the stomach so that way he can cross over.
I don't know that unless he's going for mount, it won't do much good. There's no space on the other side of Askin to really land anything. He may be content to just sit here.
Ride this thing out, yeah.
Askin has done nothing to show that he can get out of the side control of Cecutti.
Knee to the stomach again. There's the push he needs, and he's almost on the full mount. Pretty much has it, firing away, lefts and rights. This referee looking very closely. Oh, another big shot lands on the inside, turtles up, gives him his back.
Good. Everything's easier with a punch.
Big right hands.
Hooks in again.
Yep. This is not good.
His feet are crossed. That's a fundamental error, but I don't think that Askin is going to pick up on that.
Yeah.
He looks a little out of it right now.
Yeah, I think this is more a matter of where's that bell? You know, this is one of those situations where unfortunately there's not a lot of time for Askin to get to work here if he can even roll around and get on top of him, which is tough to do anyway.
Cecutti's corner did yell at him to uncross his feet, which he did do. You don't want to do that because you can have pressure applied to your ankles that way, but when you have them uncrossed, it does allow the opponent to roll over in your guard, which did not happen to Cecutti. So this fight's in the bag for Cecutti. What an impressive performance, and he's still threatening with a rear naked choke to the very end.
Completely dominant from the opening to the closing. A great fight, great show of sportsmanship as well from both guys. And you got to believe Cecutti walks away with this one hands down.
Oh yeah,
30-28.
Askin looks a little busted open, looks really dejected, but man, Keric Cecutti looked impressive.
He did. He looked focused. You know, and he didn't let the fact that he didn't get the submission throw him off his game plan and get wild. You know, he just transitioned, made the right transitions, went for something different, and almost had it several times.
And then that's what great fighters do. If they see an opening, they take it. If not, they have a game plan, and his work to perfection.
Well, we wait on our judges' official scores here at Absolute Action MMA 43 inside the BB&T Arena on the campus of Northern Kentucky University, as we send it down to our ring announcer, Rick Toms, to get the official decision.
All right, fight fans, we have our decision. All three judges scored the bout 30-27 for the winner of this bout from the blue corner, Keric Cecutti.
Well, as we say, no big shock there on that one.
Yeah, I feel like I pronounced Cecutti's name wrong the entire fight.
I think I followed your lead. You know, either way, you're going to learn to know his name because he is making a statement here at AAMMA, and we can't wait to see him back inside.
All right, guys, I'm here with your winner, Keric Cecutti. Very impressive performance, man. You were dominant start to finish. You had some submissions a couple of times. You couldn't get it off. Give me your thoughts on the fight and your opponent.
I came in this fight, I initially wanted to stand there and strike, showcase my striking. I haven't really used my previous fights. You know, I came out there, I was throwing a little bit of the kicks, teep kicks, head kicks, but I'm a wrestler, so I always go back to my roots. I want to stop that habit, so I want to make it to a higher level. Gotta get my stand-up up, and I've been working with Coach Falcon, my boxing coach, great guy, great coach. My Muay Thai coach is here, Aaron Boggs. And I'm going to keep working with them every day, work on my striking. Arms got a little tired. I'm doing something wrong. My arms are getting tired. There's more I can be doing. That shouldn't happen. I should be finishing opponents in the first round. And I want to come back and do that in the future. Got a lot of work to still do. That's all I got to say.
Well, you looked really good tonight. You've got a couple of wins. Are you winning back? Are you taking some time off? Are you coming back soon?
You know, I might be fighting in October. Unfortunately, that'd be a Columbus show, and I know you guys have an October card, but get me on after that. Love coming here. It's a great promotion, my favorite place to fight. I love Kentucky MMA.
I love hearing that, and I look forward to seeing you. Congratulations on the win. Keric Cecutti, everybody.